I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, Floyd Mayweather had an exhibition boxing match. And in this boxing match, ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing.
You know, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And I guess he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. You know, and now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, you know, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. No, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition. You know what I mean? Like, this don't even make sense.
I want a real fight, so he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight. He got his advance, so.
I know you like to make money. You're never gonna stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But
swirling around about you and Mayweather and saying it's going to be an exhibition, you saying it's going to be a fight. And the second part of the question is, how would you face him for the second time after the first decision?
You know, that purpose of exhibition, that was long time ago, a year after our first fight, but I didn't agree. And then I want a real fight, so he signed what I.
But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you can put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million or whatever for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's basically free money. So we know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And he needed.
Floyd Mayweather just got caught taking advance money and backing out of a real fight. And this isn't some exhibition drama. Netflix might be preparing to sue him.
In that department. But I don't want to hear a damn word about.
Stephen A. Smith is going off on Floyd right now. Says the way he's trying to make money is completely wrong. And honestly, when Stephen A. is calling you out, you know it's bad.
I wasn't there, I don't know his business. But somehow, he's saying it did. I mean, well, he didn't say that. I'm just saying, I don't know how he didn't catch on that this is the real deal Holyfield.
You think it could be possibly a publicity stunt to give some type of push to the promotion? I mean, I don't know. Like when the announcement came out, I don't know if people really choose ecstatic for it.
Here's what happened. Manny Pacquiao signed exactly what was agreed. Floyd already got his advance payment. So why is he suddenly trying to turn this into an exhibition?
Use to your advantage to try to push the fight. It'll let people, it'll get ears and eyes on the fight for people that didn't know the fight was happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Because as a consumer looking in, you're like,
listen, man, I'm a fan of both guys, and I just want to watch it and see the fight happen. I mean, I'm a fan of boxing. I should say I'm a fan of both guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
As a consumer looking in, we're like, yo, is he like, what's the complaint? What's the problem here? Like, what are you scared of? Because is it your O? Is it your losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course. That's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score. Globally, universally. You walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Floyd he's done a great job with that. Great job. So of course he's gonna, you know, show the roll on that O. I ain't mad at him. Smart guy.
Tim Bradley thinks he knows. Floyd took the advance money to clear his debts. Now he's more focused on easy exhibition paychecks than real fights. This comeback isn't about boxing, it's about desperation.
Now he's saying to himself, you know, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition. You know what I mean? Like, this don't even make sense. I'm 50, you 46. Bro, let's just be smart and do an exhibition. And I get it. Everybody saying, oh, well, he signed Tim for a real fight and all this stuff. I get it. And I'm not gonna argue that. He right. You signed Mayweather, damn it. You're supposed to be fighting for real, you know? For sure. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just trying to give you a little insight on the stuff I know that could have happened, right? That could have happened.
But get this, Zab Judah thinks it might all be a promotional stunt. Says Floyd's not protecting his undefeated record anymore because his legacy is already set. Maybe this is all planned chaos.
He's pulling tricks out here. All the rumors and reports that Floyd Mayweather was going broke, he's just proving everybody right. But Floyd Mayweather is playing a very, very dangerous game right now. Because he's playing with a company that is getting ready to squash him. And that's Netflix. You don't have the power to play games with Netflix. Floyd Mayweather agreed to the rematch September 19th. It's even on BoxRec. This is how you know it's legit. It's even on BoxRec. You can go to BoxRec. He agreed to a rematch with legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, and will be...
Bradley's got a different theory, though. He's 80 to 90% sure this was pure business. Floyd got the advance money, decided it was enough, and tried to change the deal. That's not how contracts work.
You get a card, and you have to get it stamped every time you fight, and you have to bring your card to fight. If you don't have your boxing card, don't matter whether it's amateurs or pros, you can't fight. You need your boxing card. It's like your social security card, your birth certificate in the sport of boxing. BoxRec represents that. BoxRec is showing Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. It doesn't show exhibitions. It only shows real fights because it's been ciphered through boxing commissions, it's been ciphered through the state commissions, it's been ciphered through everything to make it legit. Floyd Mayweather agreed to this, got his advance money from Netflix, and now he's trying to run off with the bag. And now he's talking about, oh, we don't know what it is. It's going to be an exhibition bout. We don't know if it's going to be at the Sphere.
And here's where it gets wild. Netflix isn't just some small promoter Floyd can push around. They're a global corporation with serious legal power, and they're reportedly preparing to take action.
19 million of the money was lost. So to lose 19 of 20 million, I mean, what, did you go to the casino over and over? Like, you know. So Rechnitz, now mind you, this is Floyd's new buddy, his new financial advisor. Rechnitz became what prosecutors called, quote, one of the single most important and prolific white-collar cooperating witnesses in the recent history of the Southern District of New York, testifying in multiple federal corruption trials. He claimed to have weekly phone conversations with Mayor de Blasio on his personal cell phone in exchange for campaign contributions. De Blasio, of course, was never charged. Now in court, Rechnitz paints himself as a changed man. While living in New York, I felt pressure to become a big shot.
The pressure is mounting fast. Reports say Floyd has until tomorrow to provide written confirmation that he'll honor the original agreement. Not an exhibition, a real fight, or else.
Mayweather get that 6-fight, $250 million contract. But what was unheard of about it, Mayweather got to pick his own opponents and still get paid. Mayweather, the persona he cultivated, whether you like it or not, has sold tickets. He was a big draw. He was the top earning athlete 2012 to 2014. Mayweather did his thing for sure. But in this lawsuit, it is alleged that while Mayweather was paid several $100 million through his different those 6 fights with Showtime, and then after that he did the Pacquiao, for which he received a $100 million check, but he was supposed to get $200 million. He got a $100 million check, but he was supposed to get. So it's easy to get blinded, like it's a lot of.
Listen to this part. Multiple breaches have already happened. That means this isn't Floyd's first time trying to change the terms. Netflix and other parties are done playing games.
Huge. He fought Pacquiao. So now he's talking about fighting Mike Tyson. He does seem to be having money problems. And I don't care how many goddamn watches he bought, the amount of money he made boxing, unless he's been getting swindled on the business end. Once you start getting into having hundreds of millions of dollars, you're getting $10, $15 million a year or 20, 30, $40 million a year in interest. Right? If you're just in the stock market is like doubled in the last 4 years, right? I mean, so Al Heyman is this, he's not like a Don King, he doesn't have that reputation, he has this, that he's a brilliant business.
So why would Floyd risk everything like this? Follow the money. Despite earning over $1 billion in his career, his spending habits and gambling losses have crushed his finances. Tax problems made it worse.
This sum represents the $500K, $500,000 in arrears plus late fees minus a deposit that Mayweather paid at the start of the lease and the $100,000 catch-up payment. So they deducted what he did submit when he was made aware of this, the $100K, and I guess a deposit. So the remaining balance is that. An attorney for Mayweather did not provide a comment by deadline. He has not responded to the lawsuit in court. In a separate legal matter, so we've already went over one with this luxury condo in Manhattan, right? But a separate legal matter, a Miami jeweler sued Floyd Mayweather last month, alleging the boxer owes more than $1 million for jewelry.
Remember the Pacquiao fight? Floyd made around $100 million, possibly $200 million total. But when you're spending on private jets, luxury cars, and losing millions gambling, even that disappears fast.
In for a real fight. He is in breach right now. He has to provide written confirmation by tomorrow that he has intent to cure it, and there's a certain amount of time because there's multiple breaches across the board. Mayweather said he and others have already reached out to Mayweather to correct the situation, so he's fully aware. The guy thinks he knows what he's doing every time, and when people try to reach out to him or give him advice, he always, I got this, I have it figured out. We definitely don't, because we don't have our next steps figured out, right? The fight is not canceled. Floyd is definitely in breach of his contract. There has been no
Now he's 50 years old, facing serious financial pressure, and his new management might be making things worse instead of better. Desperation makes people do stupid things.
And put on a fight that lives up to the deal and not degrade or disrespect anyone involved in setting this up. Pacquiao, meanwhile, is miffed by Mayweather's backpedaling. Manny Pacquiao, I believe he's going to bite me. He's going to bite me? Manny Pacquiao is not happy. He's been looking forward to this rematch. Nobody ever got a contract, and Netflix stepping up as a media empire holds a lot of weight. It reassured Manny that this was real. They put a stamp on it. He's obviously displeased. He does want to fight Floyd. He does not want an exhibition. Has no interest in that because that was never part of their conversation. And asked if the fight would ever occur as an exhibition. The fight will not take place as a pure exhibition under the contract and terms and platform we are partnered with today.
That's it for today's.
So here's where we stand. Floyd took advance money for a real fight, tried to turn it into an exhibition, and now one of the biggest companies in the world is coming for him. This isn't just about one fight. This is about whether Floyd's desperation just destroyed his reputation forever. What do you think happens if Netflix actually sues? Drop your predictions in the comments. If this breakdown opened your eyes to what's really happening, smash that like button and subscribe because this story is far from over. But wait, there's another layer to this mess that nobody's talking about. Floyd's team has been shopping around for any way to get out of this Netflix deal, and sources close to the negotiations say they've been throwing around excuse after excuse. First it was scheduling conflicts, then it became medical concerns. Now suddenly it's we never agreed to a real fight. But here's the kicker, the paperwork tells a completely different story. Netflix has receipts, and I mean serious receipts. Contract signatures, email chains, recorded phone calls where Floyd's team explicitly agreed to competitive fight terms. This isn't he said, she said anymore. Think about what this means for Floyd's future. If Netflix takes him to court and wins, every major promoter is going to think twice before working with him. His word becomes worthless in an industry built on handshake deals and trust. And here's the part that should terrify Floyd's camp. Netflix has unlimited resources to drag this fight through the legal system for years. They can afford the best lawyers money can buy. Floyd, he's already strapped for cash. The boxing world is watching this unfold in real time. Other fighters are taking notes. Promoters are updating their contracts. Floyd might have just changed the entire business forever, and not in a good way. But here's what really gets me. Floyd built his entire brand on being untouchable. Manny Mayweather was supposed to be too smart, too rich, too calculated to ever get caught in a situation like this. Yet here we are, watching him potentially lose everything over what amounts to basic contract law. The man who read 50 Cent's contract on stage to embarrass him might have just signed his own financial death warrant.